But when was the last time we saw like a real big Latino rapper, you know what I'm saying, really make it?
I mean, it's like he said in the interview, it hasn't, like Vlad said the names, like it hasn't been since Fat Joe, Big Pun.
What do you feel about 6ix9ine saying that Latinos aren't allowed to dominate in the music industry or the rap, the rap game?
I mean, it's not that many Latino. I mean, when it comes to pop, the Latinos run that.
Right.
When it comes to reggaeton, they got that on lock. On lock. Reggaeton and pop music. J-Lo's been on the top. How long? Yeah. They got so many Latino artists that's doing pop music. It's not even funny. But when it comes to hip hop, no, it's not that many Latin rappers. That's on top. Cardi B, you could say is one.
Do people really
And
consider her Latin? I feel like partly people feel like she's black, partly.
well, I mean, she's half and half. She's Dominican and Trinidadian.
Right.
So she has the best of both worlds. She's multicultural. So she could tap into the Caribbean market and she could tap into the Dominican market. So the Hispanic community embraces her. The Caribbean community embraces her. So she has the best of both worlds. Tekashi is Puerto Rican and Mexican.
Mm-hmm.
He still has the Latin market. Like outside of hip hop, he got the Latin market. They love him.
But when was the last time we saw like a real big Latino rapper, you know what I'm saying, really make it?
I mean, it's like he said in the interview, it hasn't, like Vlad said the names, like it hasn't been since Fat Joe, Big Pun, Nori, but Nori wasn't.
Nori's
You can
half.
say Nori. Yeah, Nori's half. So I would say like full-blooded Latino. Yeah, Big Pun and Fat Joe.
Especially if you're talking lighter skin tone too.
Big Pun and Fat Joe, and that's
or Cypress Hill.
Cypress Hill, yeah, Cypress Hill. Like Cypress Hill, Big Pun, and Fat Joe. Those are like the only big Latino artists. There's no other big Latino artists.
I mean, I guess you could say that, Baby Bash had like a little run. He had some hits,
Yeah,
what I
but
mean?
he had a little run, but it's like when you talk about like dominating.
Right.
Big Pun, Fat Joe, and Cypress Hill. East to West. And a lot of the Latino, like other rappers that were half and half, they was half and half. Like Joel Santana's half Latino.
But
Fabulous
a lot of those that are half, like even Banks, right? Banks is like part Puerto Rican or something like that, right?
Yeah, Puerto Rican. Yeah, he's black and Puerto Rican. Yeah,
but a lot of them, they don't always acknowledge their Latino side though. They kind of just pass.
Yeah, they do. They do. Like Fab, like for a long time, Fab never acknowledged his Dominican side. AZ never really talked about his Dominican side, until like later on you might hear him talk about it. A lot of them don't. Joel's really never talked about his Dominican side.
Isn't Jim Jones part Latino too?
He part Puerto Rican,
Yeah.
Jim Jones, J.R. Ryder, they Spanish, but they don't talk about the Spanish shit. It's just, like I said, Fat Joe and Big Pun. When they said Big Pun was the first Latin rapper to be nominated for a Grammy, that is a fact. He was the first Latin rapper to be nominated for a Grammy, bro. There's no other Latin rapper you could name that was nominated for a Grammy before Big Pun. Fat Joe is the biggest, like when you talk about Spanish rapper, he's the biggest. When Lean Back came out after Big Pun, Fat Joe carried what Big Pun did right after. So there was no other Latino rappers that you could say reached to that level of highness. You still hear a Big Pun record on the radio. You'll still hear Fat Joe record, and these records is 20-something years old.
Right.
So there's no other, and like I said, 6ix9ine was I would say, full-blooded Latino rapper that dominated.
Yeah, especially when
That
he
dominated.
came out with that song with Nicki too. That was like one of his bigger
Yeah.
hits. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Like when you talk about Latin artists, yeah, you got Daddy Yankee, you got Bad Bunny,
Right.
but they don't do hip hop. They do reggaeton.
Yeah.
So it's different. Reggaeton is different. That's why 6 9 was able to go into that reggaeton lane, because reggaeton, they make more money than rappers. To be honest with you.
Oh, Latin music is like arguably bigger than hip hop worldwide. If you're talking worldwide, it's arguably, you know what I mean? Like you can make that argument.
It's the biggest. It's the
Yeah.
biggest. You just saw the Super Bowl. Bad
Yeah.
Bunny opened the Super Bowl. That just shows you reggaeton music is huger than hip hop. They don't even need hip hop no more. I remember back in the days, reggaeton artists needed a rapper on their records. I remember when Daddy Yankee did Gasolina and Rumpet. He had Banks and Buck on it.
And he needed Nori too.
He needed Nori.
Yeah.
So that just shows you that reggaeton needed hip hop. But now in 2026, why the fuck would they need a rapper when they are huger than rappers?
Yeah.
Rappers need to do a working with Bad Bunny. Let's keep it real.
Right.